All right, I'm going to do the pick three video now. And I'm going to try to keep this also to under 20 or even under 15 if possible. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a couple things. And like I said, I'm going to be working on a flight plan soon. And that flight plan is going to include like pre-flight checklist. I'm just going to go all out on the, um, I'm flying a plane, checklists and all the logging and all that crap. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it so that you can, you know, look at it, and if you like it, take some stuff from it or whatever. So, um, but that's what I'm gonna be getting. I'm gonna work on that hopefully the next day or two and try to finish it up. I'm just trying to condense things, and I'm not going to use everything that I use. I'm going to try to keep it clean. I'm going to have a landing checklist, and things that pre-flight indicators. I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff like that, things to look for and things to avoid, stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited for myself just to have them. I'm gonna probably always be updating it, or once in a while I'll take a look at it because I'm always gonna take a little get off the path a little bit and look at other filters. But for the main part, I really want to have something that I stick with. So anyway, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Pennsylvania. Okay. And it's just as an example, but whatever, I'm going to go for it and show you what's up. So this is the SBPP. This is the pair of colors. This is what I start with. This is one of my big things I start with. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you right now. So we're going to go up to, I did not even play any of that tonight. Let's just go over to Pennsylvania, see what's going on. So this is where I start. Okay. And you're going to notice here, see this? So this is where I start. Okay. And if you go to 1%, look at that. There's nothing. A lot of times there's nothing. I shouldn't say a lot of times. There's a lot of times there is something, but it's like just one or two things. Sometimes it's a little bit more, but when you see it 1%, get ready. 2%, it's there. It's getting there. So look at this. So yellow is due in Pennsylvania. It starts you off with 121 box numbers, right? Including doubles. So what I do then is I go over and look at Pennsylvania, because sometimes this will tell you, if it's evening specific or midday. But this one here I love because it's combined. These ones can be a little bit, I like when it's combined because it's been out longer. So check this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been out 4 draws. There hasn't been a yellows in 4 draws. Okay, and then the last yellows have been 11, 12, and 15, right? There hasn't been a 13s down here and 14s down here. So those two are the outstanding ones, but I mean, they all recycle pretty fast. So just in general, yellow is due. So I would say it's been out 4. So you can go down here if you want and start looking. How often do they stay out? 1, 2, 1. Sometimes they'll look like more. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry if I'm missing any here. 1, 2. I'm just looking for anything over 4. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Just in general, can be in any position. We're not looking at the position right now, because if you do that, then you got to look at the straights. I'm looking at just in general if it's been used, because then you can look at it in the way I am. So look at that. And so in 200 draws, we're getting back into almost May. It probably would be May, if not further, where a yellow has been only out 4. So guess what? I mean, I think the yellow is likely to hit tomorrow. If it doesn't, get ready for the evening. But let's just go for that yellow. So then what I would do is then I'll go over to the pattern page, information page. I'll drop down here and grab the yellow. Okay. I think I already did this, but I'm going to grab the yellow. I'll bring it over to a slasher, which I don't know if I did or not yet. I have numerous ones open. I didn't. So here we go. So this is what I would do is I would, now I do have it saved up here, SBP yellow, but I'm not going to do that one because I want to show you what I'm doing. Okay. So what I do is I just load this right here, pick 3 boxed. Okay. And then I do select boxed pairs right there. Okay. And I'm going to drop in these pairs. So we got these yellow pairs, right? One of these is very likely to hit tomorrow for Pennsylvania. Okay. Now I'll show you what I do. What I've been doing now, now this is a little bit risky. So just, and it has been working. I've been getting it down. Like the other night, I was able to get Wisconsin down to just, I think it was 3 pairs doing this. But at the same time, you can miss out because it could still use a pair, but then, since there's that third digit, it can mess with you. So I'm going to show you. Let's see what Pennsylvania is saying right now for keys. We have a 0-4. So I'm going to get back to the pair part. Actually, I should just stick with that right now. Okay, so here's the pairs. So let's go over here. I have this page open that is just for pairs, okay, in different forms. But right now I have it open to midday, boxed, all pairs. You'll notice I have it at 20 days. Okay, sometimes, because see, look at this, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So it's not a guarantee that, there's gonna be a 1 pulled in a times drawn. Okay, but there's a good chance. There's a good chance. If you want to be a little safer, you could go down to 2 weeks. There's a really good chance that a 1's going to be pulled tomorrow, along with perhaps a 2 or maybe even a 3. Maybe the 3 turns to a 4. But I think there's a good chance for a 1 to be pulled tomorrow, and that would come from one of these pairs. One of these pairs will be pulled more than likely tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to start from here to be a little bit safer. So what I would do is I would go down here, then I'll go to options only, and I'm going to copy the yellow pairs. Okay, now you're going to see why I kept this like this and not just doing the loading the yellow SBP. Okay, this is why I did that, because see, I'm keeping these in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this in here. See, now I could just select all pairs box here again, and then drop these in here, and then hit start, and we're down to 93. See that? Because I think there's a high chance for pink tomorrow, but I also think there's a high chance for one of these to hit tomorrow. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm confident in the pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to get rid of anything that's not in the pink. Okay. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to say, all right, I don't think now, like I said, this can be risky, but I've been getting it down doing it. So 89 is not in there. Is 78 in there? No, 78 is not in there. I don't care about the double. 68 is in there. So then I would skip over that one there. Okay, I would go to this one. 66, and don't care about the double. And if you want to, but I don't. So 58, I don't care. 56 is in there. 58 in there. 58 is not in there. So 56 in there. It is in there. 48. 48's in there. 47. 47 is not in there. 46 is not in there. 39 is in there. So 35. I gotta find a faster way of doing this though. 35. 35 is not in there. 33, don't care. 29. In there. 14. 14 is in there. Is 09 in there? 09 is not in there. 07 is not in there. 06 is not in there. 05. Hope I'm not missing these. 4. 8. Okay, 03 is in there. 02 is not. Oh, it is in there. I hope I didn't miss any, but 01 is not in there. And so then what I would do, since I think it's going to be one of these, I would just go ahead and get rid of that. These are the pink that are left over. So now I'd hit start. And now we're down to 73. These are the 73. I think that one of these is a good chance to hit tomorrow, midday tomorrow, Pennsylvania. So this is where I would start, these 73 boxed numbers. Okay, there's still I think there's still some doubles in there too, but is what it is. This is what I'm thinking. So, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something really cool. So check out now look at the keys. It's not middays is 04 at the time I'm looking at. Right now I'm looking at what's due instead of what's hot. And let's look at the Pennsylvania together. We have 1-8. Okay. Okay. So if I'm not like really seeing anything that's really standing out, like, because I like to look at them in, the lens of the V-Tracks or A-Tracks or neighbors. If I'm not seeing anything, what I will do is I'll just jump over to the digit filter by key filter. And then what I do is I look at it, and I've already kind of just took a look. I just wanted to share this with you. So Pennsylvania midday, neighbors. Okay, this is an example I just made on the pick 2 video I made. You're going to notice here, I really believe there's a super, super high chance that tomorrow's midday will include an 8 or a 9. That's this one. Okay. And also it could also include a 0 or a 1. I'm going to show you why. So a 0, 1, 8, or 9, very likely, and I believe that so much that I'm going to drop that in here. Okay. Now I'm not going to remove anything in here without those because it could be that third digit. So I'm just going to leave that in there, but I'm going to go ahead and do all keys. All this is trial by error. I just keep trying to figure a couple things out, trying to manipulate it, So I think there's going to be a 0, 1, 8, or a 9. And that gets me down to 67. I think there's very likely. And why? I'm going to show you why. So we'll go back to here. Now, ready for this? This is so cool. So instead of just looking at this and saying, all right, this is out 4, this is out 2, there's a good chance maybe one of these is going to hit. Well, okay, you could say that for this one because, look, it's been out 4, it's been out 3. So previously, it hasn't been out more than 4 in the past, possibly into May. Very good chance that there's going to be a 0 or a 1 tomorrow, just based on that alone. But I don't want to base it just on that alone. So I've been looking at this and trying to figure out how can I look at this differently, right? Well, looking at this one combined with this one, okay, this is what I talked about on the other video, is interesting because watch, instead of 4, now it's only been out 2, okay? Instead of 3, it's only been out 1 because anytime there's a hit here or here, it counts, okay? So 3, no, not at all, not even out. See that? 2, only out 1. 2, has it been out 2? No. Has it been out 3? No. You go for the one that's out the longest. See that? So 3, no, it's only been out 2 because there was a hit. See that? So look at 5. Actually, no. Look at only out 1. Only out 1 because we're just like anytime there is a 1, a 0 or 1 or an 8 or 9, you put it down as a hit. Okay? And you go down the line. Look at this. Every single one of these. 4, no, it's only been out 2. 2, no, it's only been out 1 because there was a hit. And you can do this for any of these and try to find patterns, right? And so I did that. And guess what? We're getting down into June. We're going to probably go into May. And it's the same situation. It's been out 2. Has it even been out 3? Here's 3, but no, look, these are hits. I don't even think it's been out more than 2. I could be wrong, but I don't think that this 5 is only been out 1. See what I'm saying? So look, we're already at 4 and 2. Now I could say it could be out 3 tomorrow, right? But there has yet to, I am looking at the right one. Okay, I was looking at the wrong one just right now. I'm sorry. Wow. Was I? I don't know if I was. No, I don't think I was. Maybe I was down here. But the point is you can see here that 3 has been out 3. No, because there's hits here, right? Has it been out 3? No, because there's a hit here. Has it been out 3? No, because there's a hit here. Has it been out 5? No, it's only been out 1 each time. Has it been out 3? No, it's only been out 2. So yeah, so this has only been out 2. Combining these two, it's only been out 2 at the longest since almost May. Now, it could go out 3 tomorrow. It could be the day that it goes out 3, right? The day that I follow it, right? Because that seems to be my luck. I can do so many things on this stuff and get so much right. But it's like when I follow something or do something, then it's the opposite. And it drives me freaking crazy because there's so many people out there who do the dumbest stuff and they get massive wins, or I shouldn't say it, but they get big wins, or they just play like license plate numbers or P.O. box numbers, or they have, a stupid rundown like tic-tac-toe or something. And like, nothing, whatever. You can do that. But I'm just saying, like, that stuff it's not really based in logic. All you're doing is just, you're just guessing. I mean, if you do tic-tac-toe, you have, you have 6 to 7 of the numbers. Of course, there's a high chance that the winner's in there. I mean, there's only 9. There's only 10 if you include 0, right? So I'm trying to say is logically, there's a high chance. And if this doesn't hit tomorrow midday, get ready for the next midday because that should be a hit. But I think tomorrow midday, there'll be a good chance. So that's what I'm saying. So that's where I'm starting out with right there, these 67. Okay. And then I'll start breaking it down in other ways. Okay. Like looking at the SBP numbers. Pennsylvania, I have this combined right now. I have it at 2 weeks. And you'll see that in the times drawn, it's been 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Could it be a 1 tomorrow? Yeah. Could it be a 2? Could be. But am I going to go for the 1? I think so because there's a good chance because there's some key ones in here that haven't hit. Okay. And I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be another 2 tomorrow. A lot of times I look at the 20-day, 30-day, and sometimes, but I'll do it separately, But, I like it. I do like this. So let's just go ahead and copy these. That means one of these would hit, so I'm just doing a lazy man way here. If you wanted to, you could do, instead of 2 weeks, you could do 10 days. And that's going to give you a little bit more. So if you go to the reduction here, there's a higher chance that one of these hit tomorrow, midday. But I like it having 2, 2 and, then flipping. So I'm just going to keep with what I got. Could be wrong, but out of these 67, I'm going to go ahead and put the numbers. And I'm going to do select box numbers. And I'm going to go ahead and drop these in here. I'm going to format that so it cleans up a little bit. Hit start. Now we're down to 21 box numbers. Could be totally wrong on that. That might be another 3 tomorrow. That could be a 3 tomorrow, right? Could be a 2 tomorrow. I don't know, but at the 2 week mark, or was that the 20-day? I can't remember. Not the 20-day, but because that gave me very little. If I go to 2 weeks, like I said, I'll jump around sometimes and change it to midday and see if that's showing me a better outlook. So I'll do like 30 sometimes. See, look at this one. See, yesterday would have been a good time to look at this one because, see, you didn't see this one because that's what the one was pulled, right? What you seen was 2, 2, 2, 3. It's like, oh, heck yeah, there's going to be a 1. It's coming. And guess what? This pattern 14 came from down here, right? It eliminated all these other numbers. So that's all I'm doing. So I'm just going to go with that. So I'm thinking, there's a pretty good chance that this, as long as I didn't break it down too much. But I'm going to show you one more thing here, and I'm going to shut it down. I'm not going to get into everything else I wanted to show right now. I'll do that later. Because I already got 18 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something here on the straight. So if you go to Pennsylvania midday and you go to my straight tracking system, and I do 8 years in a day. Sometimes I do 5 years. Sometimes I do 6. A little trial and error. But if you go to 8 years right now, you're going to notice that look what hasn't hit if you do midday alone. See if you can notice it. And I'm going to show you right here. See that? Look at that. What dominates on this page? Obviously the 3 on the front. And it's been out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been out 5 draws. And look at this previously. And I've shown this on other videos, and obviously it's nothing to prove because it's right here in front of you. It works. And it works really well. As long as it's not a double, because this is following double, not doubles. Okay, but look at this. It's been on 5. Guess what's coming back? A 3. A 3 is coming back. It dominates. And I couldn't even copy. I couldn't even take a bigger picture. There's a ton more 3s. 3 is going to come back. It's been out 3, it's been out 2, it's been out 1, it's been out 2, it's been out 2, it's been out 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Before another one hit. Now, like I said, there could be doubles in between here, okay, that you're not seeing. So you got to remember that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's been 5 draws since there's been a 3. So guess what? I think a 3 is coming back, right? So then I change this over to descending, okay? And I go down here and just take a quick look here, and I go, okay, here's the 38. I do not do 39 because 39 would, if there was one, because that's going to turn to a 40 when it does flip, right? So, and I keep it on always a day, doing 8 years in a day or 5 years in a day. That way you do not screw yourself, because otherwise you can screw yourself on that. So 38, that's the one. So I go over here and look at that. That's 58 is equal to 38. So I do 58. Okay. And I go all the way down, and we're going to do only 29. See that 29 through 38, because these can be a 30, right? Any of these can be a 30. So these patterns are the patterns I'm thinking. 58 down to 55, right? I'm not doing 70, because when that does flip, it's going to turn to a what? A 29. So only these ones. So patterns 58 through 55. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to I know what I'm looking for, right? I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 58 through 55. Now I'm going to take this, go to options only. And I'm going to go up here and do 58 right there. I'm going to go down to the 55. Where's the 55? Where is the 50? Right there. So I believe one of these patterns is going to be hitting here any draw now in Pennsylvania. Like, it's guaranteed it's going to hit. Like, I don't know. And what's nice is this is combined. I don't know if it's going to hit tomorrow, but there's a great chance. You've seen it. You can see yourself. So what you're going to do now is I'm going to leave this on box ones, because I'm going to show you something. It's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to here. I'm going to do straight tracking. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and hit add right here, not over here by the numbers. And I'm going to add in those patterns, right? Copied it from over there. Hit start. Now we're down to 14 boxed numbers right there. So I think there's a good chance for one of these tomorrow. I'm kind of leery about this whole thing here. Okay. So, but I'm going to go for that. And then, like I said, I could have messed up on these pairs, but I do really highly think one of these is going to hit tomorrow for sure. But so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, get rid of the box, and see what we got for straights. So it starts me with 66 straights tomorrow. So that's what I'm thinking. One of these is likely tomorrow to hit in Pennsylvania. And what I'll do is I'll just, since I'm kind of leery about this one, I'll just take this and I'll copy it. Okay, and then I'm going to backspace, and now I'm going to go ahead and start again. And that starts me with 166. See that? But see, now what you can do is you can go to Pennsylvania. Why is this here? Okay, so now you can go to Pennsylvania if you wanted to, and you could look at like key A and see what's going on. So 5 and 3 are out. Let's see, midday alone, 0 and 3. So 5, 0, 3. I'm not going to do that. Or you can look at the high, low, even, odd patterns, in and out patterns, all that kind of fun stuff. But I might do that later. I don't know if I'm going to actually even play this, but I probably should. I'm going to see if I get these pairs down a little bit, maybe. I'm going to show you another thing I can do with the pairs, okay? So you know what? I'm going to keep what I just had earlier. I'm terribly confident in this, but I do think there's a chance that that's going to flip to a 1. So we're down to 66 straights, right? Now I'm going to show you something here. So then what you can do is you can go over to this beautiful filter, right? And clear this out. And now we're going to look at Pennsylvania and see what was Pennsylvania. What was the latest number? It was 906, right? I don't do the doubles. If it's a double, I just go back one day. So 906, all right? Okay, let's go ahead and put that in there. 906. Hit start. these boxed pairs and see what I'll do is I really believe that one of these will hit tomorrow if it's a single, because this guarantees it. It does hit every time. So I mean, you know, it gives you two of the numbers. It gives you two. So look at 275 hit, right? So 275 hit. I'll show you. I'm gonna clear that out. I copied those already. So let's just do 75, hit start. So we're looking for 906. And there's the 96. And actually there's the 90. So both of the pairs were in there. So it wasn't up here, but I don't really look at this because it can be in here. And it has been. I've seen it before, but I really just look at the pairs, to be honest with you. And then I take those pairs and I go over and I do my thing over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this. So these are the ones I really think are going to hit, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, and like I said, this is where it gets a little dicey because I'm going to paste these in here, okay? And I'm going to look at these because I really think one of these is going to hit for sure tomorrow, okay? So I'm going to look at these and I'm going to do the same thing I did over here. So 68. I guess I could just copy these and add pairs, but I want to minus it out. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to just, add them. So what I want to do is 96 up here? No. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to do this way. So 68. Is 68 down here or 86, I should say? Could be either way. And it is not. So I'm going to do 56 or 65. Is that down here? 56 or 65? It is 56 right there. So we're going to do 48. Is 48 down there or 84? 48 or 84. It is not down there. So I'll just get rid of that one. 39 or 93. 39 is right there. So 14 or 41. That is not in there. So, and they don't both have to be in there. So 09 is in there right there. So 03 in there, it is in there. So 02 in there or 20, it is in there. So I removed a few numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of these now. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit start again. So instead of 66 straights, it'll give me 34 straights. See that? I know that's a little risky, but that's how I roll. And, I got Minnesota down to one number. And I got Minnesota down to only a few numbers, a couple draws later, but I haven't had anything really good since that. So I do risk maybe too much. So I like this for sure. Okay. So let's just go like this. Let's do boxed again and see what happens. I hate having it lowercase. I was looking at it on there. Start on there. So these are the top pairs right here, the top boxed ones I'm thinking for tomorrow. Pennsylvania. It could be totally wrong. It's a work in progress what I'm doing with these pairs and how I'm trying to break this down. Like I could get really risky and say 0. Okay, yeah, there's a 0. Is there a 1? There's not a 1. I could get rid of the 1 maybe. I know it could be the third digit. I'm just saying, So is there an 8? There's not an 8. So if I wanted to, I'd get rid of the 1 and 8. That gets really risky. That means I'd get rid of the 389. 389. I ain't rid of nothing anyway. So I noticed something though when you do boxed. I know that these are based on straight, but I noticed when you do boxed, it gives me 5 numbers, and sometimes there'll be more or less numbers when I go to the straight version. It's not just taking those and throwing them in different orders. Sometimes there'll be an extra number in here. So I'm still learning, and I know sometimes I screw up and I do some weird stuff and it's like not even giving me the right output, but I've been practicing it and it's been working. So this is what I'm thinking for tomorrow. One of these 34 for straights. And like I said, what is it? 0, 3 or a 5, I think it was, for the front numbers that are out the most right now. 0, 3 and 5 for the A. So 0, 3 or 5. So maybe one of these. Or maybe one of these right there. Or maybe one of these right there, huh? And then you can look at sums that are due, high, low, even, odd patterns that are due, all that good stuff. And like I was showing on the pick 2 video, this is another one I keep open. This is a really important one, I think. It's pretty obvious, that like I talked about before, that these hit, and the reason why they hit is because there's no triples in there. But it's actually really cool because, see, there it is. That one hit. See, that one hit. And I think that one had, I can't remember if that was the one. No, I'm thinking a different state. But see these top 4 right here. Okay. Typically these top 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, look at that drop off from 700s to 300s. See that? So when you see a state that you're playing and it has no 0 in here, meaning there hasn't been one of these drawn, it's coming. Now, like right now, I would look at this one here. I'd look at this one here. Okay, or this one here, because it's out 8 and it's out 9, right? But now you can look at it. High, low, low, high, low, low. Now, I do not know the even, odd, odd, or even, odd, odd, or even, odd, right? But you can go figure that stuff out. But I would say there's a good chance for a high, low, low tomorrow if another one of these 4 is pulled. I'm just saying. This is boxed, of course. But like I said, you can jump around and, go to New Jersey, for instance, and see there's a 0 pulled in the top 4. I haven't. I just go to. I'm just picking them randomly. There's a 0 pulled right there. See that? Let's go to North Carolina. There's a 0 pulled right there. Top 1. Go to Puerto Rico. There's a 0 pulled right there. Obviously, they hit the most because that's just the way it works. But here we go. Tennessee. Combined even. There has not been a 0. See that? In these 4. And look at that one out 17. So look for that even, odd, high, low to be hitting here soon. That drops you down to 24 box numbers. So get ready for that. That's going to be coming soon. And it can come in any of the draws. Okay, but this works really well. This is a good thing to keep an eye on. And like I said, you can do the exact same thing by looking at if you're playing all the states, to look at the filter in here. So it's under requested filters. Let me go to not common. I think it's under requested. I always like fly past. Yep, requested right here. Even, odd, high, low, merge boxed. Okay. And now you're going to go to 1%. And then you're going to look at these, and you're going to obviously notice a lot of times that the ones that are out the most are, the triple ones, right? The all evens, all odd stuff. But let's see right here, right off the bat, we got even, odd, high, low for Illinois evening. I'd rather have it be just Illinois. But, okay. What else we got? Is there any in here that aren't triples? There's got to be another one. Is that literally the only one? I think that might. No, here we go. Puerto Rico midday. So as an example, let's look at Illinois evening. So even, odd, high, low. That's 24 box numbers. Let's look at Illinois evening on that chart. Okay, Illinois evening. And I'll show you. Yeah, that's at the 1% too. So Illinois evening, 1%. Top 4. Right before the big drop off right here. Look at that. Out 45 draws. That's a crazy long time. Oh, man. It's kind of scary, actually. So I don't even like to look at that. That's crazy that has been out that long. It just blows my mind. You can go and jump through these states. It's really hard to find them like that. If you wanted to, I'd play these 2 right here. Too bad they're not both, the same, one of the same patterns, but, one of these would be hitting here pretty soon in Illinois evening. If you want to go for that one, you could. And then you could take it over to the chances chart if you wanted to see what's going on and see if that, let's see where that is right now in the percentage. So Illinois, go to evening, and then we're going to drop that down to go back up to the requested filters. And here it is right here, even, odd, high, low merged. And there it is. Look at that. Oh, 45 0.1. I would expect this one to be coming really soon. Okay. Really soon. And, another thing to keep an eye on is not just the top one, but keep an eye on the 4 of them, chances chart, frequency, and I don't really do expectation chart anymore. But that's a good one too. So this is what I'm doing, and it works. And I'm trying to learn to not do all of this stuff. Pick a couple of them, and then do some basic filtering. Play a bigger group of numbers. Don't be like me and try to get it down to 3 or 5 numbers, because I'll get big wins doing that, but I can also get a lot of losses in between, and that's not what we're trying to do, right? So I'm thinking about instead of trying to get it down to, okay, most of the time I work boxed, but if I do get it to straight, I'll try to get it down to like, 10 to 30 straights. But I think I'm going to stop doing that, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just work these a little bit, carefully, and try to get it down to like, even like 100 straights, maybe even 150 straights, and just play all those. You know what I mean? I don't really play. The thing is, I don't really play based on like, I'll play these for 3 draws or 4 draws. I don't really play that way, because I switch certain things I switch up, like my color pattern stuff. So it's like, I can't really play like the typical person who plays like that. I know it's really good if you're following like high, low, even, odd patterns, but since I'm doing this stuff, it's a little harder for me to do that. So I got to try to like, unless, that color doesn't hit, but if that color hits, then I'm just like, I'm out, then I got to start fresh. I'm not going to keep playing that same number, those same numbers. But like I said, if you're doing, high, low, even, odd patterns, right? If you're looking at, sorry, this video is super long again. If you're looking at these, okay, let's look at this. Like, let's just go to Pennsylvania once and look at that one once. I'm going to shut this off before 40 minutes. It's way too long. I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard not to do that. So let's go to Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania, you're looking at these high, low, even, odd patterns, then, maybe you could, find something that's going to hit, you know what I mean? Like odd, even hasn't been, that's right here. Okay. So even, odd, even, odd, all even, odd, even, odd, even. So yeah, odd, even, try to find one. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? You could do that just like D Love does. Great stuff. But, I'm sorry. I kind of got off on the trail there. What am I trying to say? I don't remember. Once it gets to here, it should hit pretty soon. I don't remember. Darn it. I don't remember what I was going to say. Sorry. Okay. I'm just got too much going on here. Oh, 150 or so, 100 to 150. What if I did that, right? So let's say I get it down to 100 straights. 100 times 0.25 cents. It's only $25 to win 200, right? Because you win 225, but you'd spend 25. So you'd win $200 profit. That's not bad off of 25 if you can get it down to 100 straights, right? What if you get it down to 175 straights, right? It's $43 to win 225, right? Or 80 something to win 450, right? You just keep compounding that. I mean, you could get crazy and go up 400 straights. I mean, that's half the damn pick 3 lottery. I probably have it in there almost daily, unless when those stupid doubles hit and stuff, if I don't expect that, but 400 times 25 cents each number, you spend $100 to win 225. I mean, that's still a very nice profit, right? And you just brought it down to 400. If you can't get down to 400 once, like I can't say every draw, because there's always something, whatever, that happens. But gosh, you get down to 400. But anyway, that's my goal. Get a bigger group of numbers and start winning some a little bit more, and build up my whatever, so that way I can actually start having those bigger bets and playing. I got some secret things I've been doing too that I could show later. aren't so secret, but they're definitely really good. And playing like I said, this is one of my things I'm giving away right now that this works really, really good. So, these three, I mean, just take a look at this once. I know I'm gonna shut off here, but just take a look at this. So these are the numbers, right? I guarantee you one of these straights will be hitting in the next couple draws. And I'm gonna show you right now. Watch this. Wow, I got so many things open. Okay, let's just go ahead and clear this out. And we're going to go to add all pick three numbers. And then we're going to go to select. I don't need to select nothing because I copied it right there. I do have to do it. Sorry. For some reason, I didn't copy that. So I'll just go down to my straight tracking, right? Straight tracking right there. Go ahead and add that. Drop these in here. This is straight now, right? One of these straights will be hitting Pennsylvania, guaranteed. Look at that, 360 straights, guaranteed. If every draw that goes by, it's more than likely because I mean, look at. You don't think the three's coming back? Oh yeah, three's coming back, 100%. Three will not be out much longer. In the midday. Okay, this is for midday. It's coming. So you could just technically play all these. I guarantee the winner is going to be in this for Pennsylvania midday, either tomorrow or probably the next day. I'd be surprised if it's still, unless there's doubles, right? Then it's just on hold. One of these is going to be hitting in Pennsylvania real soon, like real soon. So that's what I've been doing. And have a good day and get some wins this week, hopefully. And play by patterns, and definitely you gotta have a membership on this site if you're gonna win. Because when this site went down, I was completely lost. This is what I use, and if I don't have this, honestly, I'm just not playing because I'm playing by patterns. I'm not going to sit there and minus this and plus that and there it is. There's a winner. If you do get the winner, you got just straight lucky, just pulling a number out of a hat. I ain't playing that game. I go by patterns. And anyway, that's going to be it for now. So have a good day.